same one that is quietly inflaming your brain, raising your risk of memory loss, depression, and even dementia. What if brushing your teeth wasn't just saving your smile, but it could be what will save your mind? Welcome to this live presentation this evening. I'm Dr. Joshua Nderitu, family physician. I have interest in public health, cancer prevention. Welcome to this evening presentation. We are going to look at one of the things that is highly overlooked. That is the oral-brain axis. This might change the way you look at brushing your teeth, flossing, and even the daily food choices that you make, because it has a lot to do with your brain response. So imagine this, worldwide, dementia is one of the common problems that we are having, and it is rising in alarming numbers. Families are losing loved ones, not just physically, but also mentally, because of the mental decline. Here is the shocking truth. Studies have shown that gum diseases, tooth loss, and even poor oral hygiene is strongly linked with cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's disease. This might surprise you, but that is the reality. That there is a big connection between your oral hygiene, the microbiome in your oral cavity, and the effect that this has on your brain. And it is showing that people who have abnormal microbiome in their mouth, and this is not just correlation. It has been shown by MRIs which are suggesting a causality between the oral microbiome and this memory problem. So what does science reveal? 2025 study showed that older adults with the specific harmful oral bacteria performed worse on memory tests. So review has also confirmed that periodontal treatment can stabilize your cognition and even reduce brain shrinkage in Alzheimer's disease. So if you take care of your oral cavity, you reduce the abnormal bacteria that cause a condition we call gingivitis, which is inflammation and of the gums, then you reduce your chances of getting diseases like Alzheimer's, also getting depression. And this has also been linked, your oral microbiomes. Poor oral hygiene has also been linked to cardiovascular accidents. So, what lives in your mouth does not just stay in your mouth. It travels and it inflames and it affects your brain. So rely, and this can affect your memory and also your cognition. So what is the oral-brain connection? Bacteria toxin can leak through the gums and get into the bloodstream and then travel to the brain. The effect of this is inflammation. Inflammation causes processes of atherosclerosis, which is the narrowing of the blood vessels, and this is associated with the condition that make you lose your brain. So this gum inflammation also can trigger systemic inflammation, and this accelerates brain damage. Again, you can also have oral bacteria disturb your gut microbiome and the gut brain axis, relays the messages to your brain, and this disturbance goes direct to your brain. In one of my previous videos, I've talked about the gut-brain axis and how this works. That if you have balanced gut microbiome, then also your brain works at a better situation than when you have poor gut microbiome. And the imbalances in gut microbiome also increase your chances of inflammation and also causes a poor effect on your brain capacity. So what is the connection of this with the brain mental health connections? So scientists are now calling this the mouth as your front door to your brain, and so it is necessary that we keep it guarded. So beyond the memory loss, the oral dysbiosis, dysbiosis meaning imbalance in the oral microbiome, has been studied in depression, in anxiety, in diseases like Parkinson's disease, and even autism and more. And the underlying factor is that the gut microbiome does not just affect your lifespan, but it's affecting your quality of life, your mood, and also your ability to focus, and also your emotional connection. So this my oral microbiome, then it means that it is very necessary that we preserve it and we guard it with the utmost respect. So what can you do on a daily basis so that you ensure that these abnormal microbiomes in your mouth do not negatively paralyze you? One is, it is important that you floss and you brush daily, and do it with intention, because if you don't brush properly, then you do not clear all the microbiome, and if you don't floss appropriately, food particles remain between your teeth, and this affects your gut microbiome, and this can cause infection and cavities. Then it is also important when you eat ultra refined things like sugars, like cakes, biscuits, you also rinse your mouth as soon as possible, because sugar and microbiome and microbacteria, they are very close, and the more they are in your mouth, the sugar is high in your mouth, the more the microbiome is affected. Then it is important that you see your dentist on a regular basis. Don't wait until you have a toothache or you have a tooth decay, and that is the time you go as an emergency to see your dentist. It is important that we learn to preventive medicine, because this has a lot of impact on our overall health. And you can see it is affecting your brain. The last time I talked about your oral microbiome and its relationship with the cardiovascular accidents. And it has been shown that people who have poor oral hygiene, people who have gingivitis, they have higher likelihoods of getting heart attacks. And the same principles of inflammation and the bacteria getting into the bloodstream are the same principles in heart attacks. Then it is important that you eat for your microbiome. What are the things that promote microbiome and good bacteria in your oral cavity? One, avoid refined sugars. This is sugar that we add to our tea, we add to our drinks. Energy drinks, soft drinks that are highly sugar added. These affect your microbiome negatively. And so it is important you keep them. Then ultra refined foods. And these are the foods that if you cannot be able to pronounce what are the components, when you look at the label of what is the composition of the food, then leave it alone. And these are when you go to the supermarket, they are the food that you find most of the times are in the central place, and they are ultra refined to increase their shelf life and also to make more appetizing, and they have more added sugar, more added salts, which does not protect your oral microbiome. Then of course, eating food that promote your probiotics, And these include things like soy milk, fermented porridge. They help to maintain your gut health. And so the alternative would be to go for the whole grains and whole meals. Then treat your gum disease. It is not just cosmetic, but it also protects your brain. So that is why it is important to make sure that you regularly brush at least twice in a day. Make sure you floss. And when you have used ultra refined sugars, either in sugar or in things like biscuits, then it is important that you floss and you also rinse your mouth. So oral care is not just talking about oral hygiene. It is also brain hygiene, as you can see what is happening. So your body whispers before it screams. If you have bleeding gums, you have dental caries, you have bad breath, it is your mouth talking to you. These are whispers, and ignoring them could mean facing dementia later in your life, a stroke, or even depression in part of your life. And you need to avoid this. And these small acts that you think are so minor, like brushing your teeth, could make the whole difference. So listen today so that you have the power to protect your mind tomorrow. And this is within your capacity. So let's be proactive. So if you learned something new today, please hit the like button, share this live with someone whom you love, and also subscribe to the overall health channel to get daily science-backed health insights, which are simple steps to protect your body, your mind, and your future, and also help you protect those whom you love. So let's keep learning, let's keep growing, and also thriving. Together, we can keep our diseases away. It is not just your oral hygiene, it is your overall health. Thank you for watching. I now welcome comments on this live presentation. If anybody has any comments, any concern, I will welcome them and look into them. So thank you very much for watching. And I encourage you that if you have any comments, please comment below this live, and also share it within your circles. Thank you very much. We meet in our next live on Thursday. Thank you very much.